Okay, so here we are back at Jeff's workshop, and we've got the start of the Kawasaki frame here in front of us, and yeah, it's not looking too happy, is it? But anyway, this is obviously the front loop, and we're going to make a start today in making the new pieces of frame to slug into this one to widen it to allow us to fit the bigger and wider Kawasaki 1100 motor. So the first step is to work out what bend we want to do here. Now, one thing that's important to note is we've decided that trying to cut the frame here at this point, which would be normally... Jeff, I'm trying to bloody film here.
Huh?
Yeah, so if we cut the frame here, that's what it would normally do. But it would mean we've got a problem with this, because this would have to be moved, and it's just a lot of hassle and grief to do that. So rather than doing that, we're going to cut the frame further back here maybe, and then
under the brackets.
On the bracket.
Yeah, maybe
and here.
Maybe about ½ inch or something just below.
And that way we can make it's a simpler job.
Well, with that'll go through, you see, because what I'll need to do is leave something on for the slug. Yeah. So I need, I can't go too close.
Okie doke, about there.
Maybe leave an inch, probably an inch might do it.
And then make this bend here again. And then once it's welded on with the slug, of course, to make it strong, we'll have to remake these engine mounts as required.
I think these need to go further up, so if we actually do cut it there, if we can make some in flat plate, we can actually bring them up and use it over the join.
Yes, yeah, which will give some strength.
Which then will make it a hell of a lot stronger.
Okay, yeah, so that's kind of how it's going to look. Now, once we've got these two bends done on this tube bender, it seems the rest of the frame is going to be built from straight tubing. We don't have to worry about bending any more tubing, which is great, because again it makes life a lot simpler.
Well, these might have to just be warmed. Actually what I can do is just to get them flowing in, I can actually put a bar inside it and warm it and just
gently, yeah.
I can actually just put, there'll be a bit of tweaking, but it's not something that the tube bender won't be able to do. It's going to have to be done by hand.
Okay,
once it's in the jig.
Okay, so here we are on a very rainy day, but no matter. The first step then is to work out what bend we need here using some welding wire, and once we've done that we can replicate that bend on some tubing that we've got for the tube bender. And so that's what's next. Put a new tube in place.
New tubes in?
Yeah. So
what I need to do is bend them and get the angle on it as close as possible.
Yeah, it's a bit tight there, isn't it? Or does it matter? I don't know.
Oh no, that as long as the angle, I'm trying to eye it up with the bit that comes off.
Yeah.
It's pretty...
A bit more than that, I think.
I don't know, it looks alright there.
Not too far out. Okay.
Well, what I can do is, that puts me in the ballpark, and then I've got to go now to the old tube bender.
Yeah, which we'll now go and see. Right, so we've now come out to the extension. You can hear us above the rain with your squeaky hydraulic tube bender.
If you do it at that speed,
it doesn't squeak.
It doesn't squeak, but if you get a squeak on it, which now it doesn't seem to want to do,
yeah.
Maybe we should have the camera on all the time. There you go, it's back.
When it squeaks, you know it's working okay.
I'm sure it's might be a little hamster in there, you see, and if I go too far with it, yeah.
You disturbed him. Right, so you've got a tube in your bender there, and you're using that bit of wire to...
well, a bit of rod, yeah.
Okay, so let's just zoom in on that and see what's going on. Okay, just zooming in now, we've got that tube. So what is that tube? Is that just CDS?
This is CDS inch and 1/8, which is the same... It's actually a slightly heavier gauge.
Well, I won't complain about that, keep it nice and strong.
So when I make the slugs, that one will have to be obviously a bit smaller one, which is good really, because sometimes if it's the same gauge, if you tap the slug in and you put the tube on it, it sometimes knocks it so it's not in 50-50.
Yeah. Okay, so you're just now, you can see that hopefully. Let me just go like that, and you can see it slowly. Hydraulic rams.
What you have to do is bend it. You have to take it past.
Yeah, does it spring back a wee bit, does it?
Oh, it springs back. Sometimes you have to put it in again and check it.
Yeah, well.
So, with your first one, you're always... That's starting to go now.
Right. You're getting there slowly.
Ooh!
There's a hamster again.
It doesn't like it.
No, you're disturbing it.
You say to the boss, it's squeaking this. He said, you're sacked. I said, why? He says, it's not squeaking fast enough. Ah, well. We'll cut that out.
No, we'll leave that in.
Ooh, as I'm moving round, yeah, so that's alright. Oh, we've actually gone a bit too far. But don't forget, when it springs back, we loosen that off now, and it comes back. Ooh.
Have you gone too far, lad?
Do you know, actually, I think I might have gone too bloody far. What a wally.
Too much time talking.
It's alright, we can put it in the thingy and it will, with a big bar in the vice, it will oink back a few
let's go have a look. You take it out of there and let's check it on the frame. So now we're back at the frame and we'll just try and do a quick check.
We're trying to eye it up with that there.
Yeah.
And that there. But you see what happens when we get it on the jig, you can check it with the jig, you know, with the back bit.
Yeah.
This is going, because we cut some out here where all the side stand goes. Hopefully I'm going to try and...
Yeah, it just looks a little bit too far gone, and also of course that bend is a tighter bend.
It's a tighter bend than the original.
Whether that matters or not, I don't know.
But we've got to weld our new mounts in here for our engine.
We're going to hide it. Yeah.
So someone may come along and say, "Oh, that doesn't."
Well, I won't.
Well, to be honest, I don't think many. Well, it's not original anyway, is it? With the bloody 1100 engine in it. But you always.
No, there won't be much left of it by the time we finished.
So basically, let's put a little on the tube bender on the former. It can put some little. Marks, you know, with the pressure to bend that, it's always going to leave a few little marks here.
And finish it out.
That's probably why they've got a bit more of a.
As long as it doesn't snap in half and ride it, I don't mind.
I don't think you're going to snap that.
No. Okay, great. So now you're going to do the other one. And then you've got to make some.
Well, basically, I'm hoping if I cut it just below the engine mount, we can weld round there as well. Yeah. And weld the mount in with it, you know, and. So it's sturdy to joint up. Yeah. And
have you machined up some plugs yet, or that's still to?
No. What I need to do is get it in, and then I can clean the tube up and then machine them up.
Yeah. Okay, so now here we are back at the tube bender.
Doing the second one.
The second one, and hopefully we'll get one just the same.
And what I'll do is I'll bend it to the same as this, and then it should spring back a bit.
Yeah.
I can oink the other one in the vice.
Okie doke.
Oink.
Technical term.
That's the technical term, oink it.
Yeah, oink it. With a bit of a heat on it, I would imagine.
No, sometimes if it's only a touch, you can...
Just bend it down.
It will do it cold.
Yeah.
I mean, you're bending it cold here, so... You know.
But we've now got two tubes the same. So they've got to be cut back and prepared.
Once I get it on the jig set up at the right angle, when they're on, if I see that running up, I can just warm it with the oxy, and you can just flow it level. And there's a little bit of, like you say, jiggling once it's on the jig.
Manual adjustment.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what's happening at the moment. We'll come back next week and we'll see if you've had a chance to get the frame on the jig and make some more progress.
Well.
And now here we are back in Jeff's shed a few days later. And I see, Jeff, you've made a start on this caliper mount, and you've hit a small problem, nothing too difficult.
Not really, just...
Needs a bit more work.
Yeah, what we're going to have to do is, because...
This is a bit too close to the wheels.
Yeah, it's close, yeah. I didn't realise it was that close. But what we're going to have to do is mill a section, couple of mil off the face of it there, so it's down to 8 mil. And if we take 2 mil off that face, so it ends up with a slight...
Yes, so I'll have a step in it.
Dog leg is a
step.
Correct terminology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will then give us a 4 mil clearance. Right,
great stuff. Okay, so that's what's next. Okay, so we've moved over now to the miller.
To the Barney miller.
And you're changing your cutter from
that long one that we've just used for shaping the
that's got a hard... That'll give you quite a sharp corner. Yeah. To one here,
that one,
which has a slight angle at the end, a slight bevel.
I think it's about radius. 1.5 mil or a 2 mil radius.
And the reason for that is so that when it cuts this edge here, it doesn't leave a sharp angle. It'll just be nice kind of beveled edge, which is what you want. Okay.
Well, we've got to take that little bit out, and then we've got to turn it over,
and repeat the same process.
I've got to clamp. I'll probably have to bolt it there, and then mill it down, and then put a clamp.
Yes, all the way down.
It's
here.
difficult to hold and do it all in one.
Yeah, because the clamp's in the way.
There might be a little bit of rubbing and.
Okay, well while you do that, I'll go and drink some tea, and we'll come back.
Oh, it's tea, yeah.
When you're finished.
Tea.
Okay, so we're now back in the workshop after a decent tea break. I've got my tea here. Jeff's now just getting that lined up. And we've got the...
It's just starting to scuff there.
Hang on, I'll just show you that. We've got the DRO. Setting that up.
Then we zero it.
Yeah.
And we'll take 2 mil off it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, and there you are, and hopefully you can see that's got a slight curve on it there, rather than having a sharp...
It's left a little sharp edge, but by the time it's rubbed and polished, it'll...
And so now we're going to flip it over and machine this part...
Do that, but leave...
In the same way.
But so it looks like it's just got that little...
Step in it,
little step. Yeah. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You don't want to come too close.
No.
So you want to keep it looking like it's 8 mil all the way through.
As you said, it is a bit tricky because you've got this thing clamping it down, so you can't just machine the whole thing in one go. But no matter, we can sort that out.
I'm going to... I can put a little shim under that.
Yeah.
And clamp it there. And then I can put a little one at the end. I can do so much, and then I'll have to put a clamp where I've machined it, and then just fettle the last bit. It's going to be awkward to do.
Well, anyway, I've got to go home now. I've got a dog to go and get.
Right,
so we'll come back in a few days' time.
Oh, it'll be finished, yeah.
And we'll see how it all looks on the bike. Well, not on the bike, but on the swing arm. Okay, Jeff, here we are again on a very wet day, looking at my swing arm and rear end. You've now finished making that caliper mount.
Motorcycle rear end, that is.
Sorry, yeah, that's something. And still got to do the torque arm and finish off with a spacer on the other side to get everything lined up. And anything else to do? Don't think so.
Well, we've got to do a spacer, but even with the caliper bracket now up against the arm there, the wheel is, I think it's a couple of mil. You can't get it in the middle.
Well, it's okay. We can shim the swing arm, so it's not a problem.
We can actually adjust the swinging arm, which means your shocky mounts will be. They're not going to be absolutely.
Don't care.
If it's 2 or 3
mil
mil.
Or 2, yeah, we're
well, you can shim it, you can jiggle that them to get them in.
We're okay. So anyway, that's looking pretty good. And so with that sort of out of the way, apart from the torque arm yet, which is going to be rose jointed stainless steel.
An arm from there to there.
Yeah, we've got to. As Jeff just said, then you missed it. We've got to make the mount on the swing arm a little bit narrow. It's quite fat. It's about 1 inch thick, which is too much. So we're going to narrow that down a wee bit, and then make a. And I'll probably have the caliper mount straight up, so it'll be kind of like about there.
The thing is, you're going to have an adjust. If you have to
because
what will happen when you're doing the eccentrics as it's moving?
We'll have some adjustment there.
It'll be rocking the.
Well, we'll have it rose jointed with some threaded bar.
So you can then get it to look. Okay. I mean, tilted forward a little bit. It's not too bad, but the last thing you want is it tilting back.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that's doing very, very well at the moment. We're getting some progress. We've also been busy, or you've been busy, with the frame. Okay, so here we are, Jeff, out in your extension, and you've got your frame jig out with a frame on it. And I thought at first, actually, I saw it might be my Z650 frame. Yeah, but it's not, is it? It's actually a KH frame from your brother's future project. KH, is it a 250 or?
It's a 250.
Yeah, and it's on here just to check it out, make sure it's straight.
He wants me to check. What happened is someone went down the road on it, and the footrest bracket is actually part of where the swinging arm.
Oh yeah, it's on that same brace. Yeah.
But the odds of moving that hole, we've put a 14 mil spindle in, and it's
fine.
It's all right. But what I need off our Les, there's a sleeve that goes in the swinging arm, and we're going to put a sleeve on it, and then I might have to machine something to go on. To slide it through, and all I want to do is slide that in and make sure the thingy just pushes through nicely while it's clamped on there.
Because this is all vertical and perfect, as is the headstock, and so you can make sure it's not bent in any way or twisted.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, he wants to be sure that them are right before he gets it all powder coated.
Okay. So there's the frame jig there. Look. Okay, for as much to say, I thought it was mine at first, but no. But I'll have to wait.
Well, that won't.
That won't take long. Okay.
Now I've made the new collets.
Oh, you got some collets. Okay, let's look at that.
Well, not the collets.
Well, I can't really see it from here.
Collets.
Okay, let me go and see. Okay, so let's move the camera, Jeff, so we can look at your collets for the headstock. Tapered.
I suppose you could call them collets.
Tapered cones, whatever they are.
Cones, collets, or whatever.
So that's what you used to have.
Yeah, them. Yeah.
And what's wrong with them?
Well, let me just grab.
Okay.
What's happened?
Okay, it's back again. Grab some bar.
I mean, it's parallel studding. What happens is with 20mm studding.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that on there.
Oh, it's rocking a little bit. You'll probably be a little bit blurry, I think.
I mean, some people would say you can actually see.
It's rocking a little bit.
It's rocking.
On that threaded bar. Yeah.
On a frame that's only got short forks on it, it's fine. But if you're ever doing a frame, the longer the forks go, any problem with your headstock, the worse your problem will go.
Yes, yeah.
So what I've done is machined two new ones up, and actually they've been threaded inside, where them are just relied on the nut to hold them up.
So those new ones are threaded on the inside, so it can't
and
rock.
they're a nice fit on the thread.
Yes.
And then I can lock them, so it takes out that
Yeah.
10. I mean, if you get 10 thou, if they don't settle right on there,
yeah, you're fine.
They probably will. But
okay, so that's what's going on today.
You know.
Hopefully this will be checked over soon, and then we can get this off here and get my Z650 frame
that can get put
back on here and make some more progress. And so with that, thanks for watching and cheers.